Hey y'all, and welcome to Master Eats. Today I'm gonna showcase how to cook a steak stovetop. A viewer asked me if I can do this because she doesn't have a grill. Shout out to Tammy. Not only am I gonna show you how to cook a steak stovetop, but I'm going to show you how to take a very cheap cut of meat and totally make it glorious. Today we're going to be featuring a chimichurri butter on a sirloin steak. I paid $5 for this. This is just over a pound, and some simple pantry ingredients is going to make this meal just elevated. So normally people cook steak at home. They probably go for filet mignon or a big old porterhouse or something like that. But if you're cooking on a budget, this is just the way to go. All right, let's get started. Okay, this sauce is pretty simple. And remember, this is a raw sauce. Now, chimichurri sauce originated in Argentina, and they actually put it on all their meats, like grilled chicken, fish, steak mainly. And it's very, very flavorful. It normally consists of some herbs. You can change it up if you want to, but today I'm going to use some Mexican oregano, some thyme from my garden, some rosemary, and some parsley, some kind of acid. I'm going to use lemon juice from fresh lemons, and I'm going to cut it with a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and we're going to, remember, make this into a compound butter. We're going to have some chilies. If you do not like jalapeno or it's too hot for you, you can remove the seeds, or you can just use some crushed red pepper and the consistency of about 4 cloves of garlic, because it is very kind of garlicky. And remember, that's going to be your biggest profile of flavor on this steak. So you want to punch it up as much as possible. And pretty much all I'm going to do is cut up these and put it into our food processor and let that kind of do the work. Junior, any questions for me?
Well, this is my favorite part of the videos, of course. When was the first time you had chimichurri?
Oh, Lord. Let's see. I think it was for my second wedding anniversary, and your dad took me to a Brazilian steakhouse. And the food there reminded me so much of home that it's like I had to learn how to make everything. So you're going to see some more Argentinian and Brazilian foods coming your way, because it's kind of in the favorite realm of where I like to eat.
Yeah, some really good cuisines over there.
Yeah, and what about you? What is your favorite steak, like cut of steak?
My favorite cut of steak, I've had them all of it. I do like a good T-bone.
Yeah.
I love me a good T-bone.
I think anything on the bone just gives so much flavor.
Right.
You know, versus a fillet, you know, or even the strip steak. I mean, it's a cut of meat that you really have to pounce on the flavor.
That's right. Season your meats, people.
Yes, for sure. For sure. So I'm just removing the harder stems off of this thyme, but I'm going to put the tender ones in there to grind it up in the food processor. All right, so I'm going to get all this loaded up in there, and we're going to blend it together. We're going to season up our steak and get our skillet going. And for this, we're going to use a cast iron skillet. So that really is the best way to go. But we'll be right back. Okay, so I have the compound butter here mixed. I'm gonna pop it in the freezer while I get my steak prepared. And it was 1 stick of butter. It was salted butter. And we're not adding additional salt to this, by the way. So it was half of that lemon, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, those herbs, the garlic, and the pepper. Now, you can change up those herbs, like I said. You can change up the vinegar. You know, you can play with it however you want. But that's just the standard of what you would need. So here's our meat. And I'm actually gonna use a smoked salt on here. Again, you can change it. This is a smoked sea salt, and you can put any other kind of salt. But I'm not adding any other seasonings to this meat. I'm just going to salt it and sear it in olive oil with a clove of garlic in the olive oil. All right? So I'm going to liberally salt both sides. Okay, and I'm gonna heat up my olive oil, and when we come back, we're gonna start the searing process. I'll be right back. Okay, so our pan is smoking hot. I'm just gonna try to wrap all the salt in here. You hear that? That's the sizzle. And we're actually gonna, this is an inch thickness. So we're gonna cook this about 4 minutes on each side, okay? And when we come back, we'll show you the finished product. All right, so we have seared one side, and I've turned the heat down to about a medium high, and we're searing the other side. But to the pan right now, I'm gonna add like a little quarter tablespoonful of butter. And then I'm gonna start moving that around in the pan. And then I'm gonna start coating the steak.
So you're gonna, what's it called again? The process of that? Basting?
Yes, correct.
You know, Gordon Ramsay does that all the time.
Oh, really? I don't really watch them.
Oh,
all right, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And we've seared our steak for 4 minutes on each side, basting it with our garlic oil. And I've let it rest for about 5 minutes. And with a sirloin steak, you wanna cut against the grain, okay? One more thing I did before I took the steak off is I took my half of a lemon that I had and I threw it in there face side down so it'll get a little char. And I'm actually gonna use this to dress my salad when I'm done. Quick tip, easy tip for salad dressing, lemon and olive oil. All right, let me get a fork.
Looks really good, I gotta say.
Smell good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it is perfect. See that?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what you want to see. See that?
So now you have to answer the question, how do you prefer your steak to be cooked?
Yeah, well, you know, and we like ours a little bit rare, so that's okay. If you want to cook it longer, of course, you know, by all means, you can actually finish it in the oven. That'll probably be better if you want it cooked longer. But if you go more than 4 minutes on a steak this size, on each side, you'll end up burning. So you don't want to do that. You want it to be, you know, that amount of time. If you want it done more, finish it in the oven. And I just have a little side salad I'm gonna serve this with. Just some beautiful tomatoes that we got off the vine, a little bit of arugula and spinach salad, and some shaved Parmesan on top. And I'm going to squeeze my lemon all over this. And that is the dressing. And just a little bit of olive oil. And then I'm gonna cut up some more of this steak and transfer it to the plate. Junior, do you want to taste?
You know what, I will try a little piece for the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. But ladies first.
Okay, I'll just try this end piece with my chimichurri butter. And there was no, like I said, extra salt in this. Oh my God. No, it's not good. No, it's really good.
I can't have any.
Oh my. You tell me.
All right, hey guys, we're gonna taste this together. for a cheap cut of steak, it's really good.
Mm-hmm. Just look at that. I think, Tammy, you'll have fun with this. And since you just live down the road, if you don't have the herbs, just come and pick it out of my yard. It's okay. Well, thank you guys. Please stay safe. Please stay blessed. Keep healthy. Please try our recipes. Go ahead and subscribe and like. Leave your comments. If there's something you want us to cook, we're more than happy to cook it. But we have so much more videos to load. Until next time.